Okay, Victor, is Snyder there with you?
She's joining. Just give her like 2 minutes.
Okay, good, yeah. All right. Tell me, Victor,
Yes.
how has your cake baking experiment been going on?
We are still practicing.
Okay.
Now we last week we made 2 cakes. The first one we made was not 1 kg, but it was near. The second one we brought it to 1 kg, but inside it refused to cook. In the middle it refused. So yes, we are still practicing and going in YouTube tutorials and watching how they are doing.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah. You could ask questions because Mook here is an expert baker. Okay. She
Yeah.
makes very, very good cake and she can decorate very well. So what is really important is Victor and Snyder, you guys got to perfect your cake first. All
Yeah.
right. And then Mook is going to come in and guide you on the decoration of the cake. I think you have seen Mook's cake, yeah?
Yeah, I saw in YouTube. Sorry, in Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
Mook, they all know you.
Hi.
Yeah, they all know you. Okay. All right. They have seen, I have sent them your cake. You look at, okay, guys, everybody look at this cake. Okay.
Oh,
Very nice.
Yeah, this is a kind of standard that Mook is going to handpick a few pattern, and she's going to guide you. Not this, yeah, not this, yeah. Okay, but hopefully, but before Mook comes in and guide you on that, you have to master the basic cake baking. All right.
Yes.
Mook, can I invite you to a lunch sometime this week and we can catch up a little bit more?
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to bring you to a cake shop and no. We'll go to a cafe. Yeah. All right. Victor and Snyder, could you share with us what stage is further going forward? What are your plans?
Our plans now, we have perfected the taste. Our cakes are sweet, as we give everyone. They're saying it's okay. The first time we used to put like it becomes very sugary a lot. So, but now we have known how to balance. We have known how to play with flavors. So to the flavor part is we are good. The only problem we have is I think I still insist our flour and your flour is very different. So we are still studying our flour, how to get it to 1 kg. Because when we get it to 1 kg, it refuses to get ready in the middle.
Okay.
So we are still practicing on that. Hopefully, maybe this week we will be able to get a 1 kg cake, a good one. And then from there now we start making cream. We tried making a cream and then it became porridge.
Became porridge.
Yeah, we made a cake cream. The first time it came very good, and then we put it down. When we brought it back, it was porridge. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mo Snyder has joined us. So Snyder, that is Mo. That's going to be your guru who on gourmet cake decoration. Okay. So Snyder and Victor, they are the two youth who are working on this project, and their vision is to perfect the procedure so that they can design the job, okay, and eventually the bakery business would then provide employment opportunity for autistic youth. Now Snyder has finished the secondary school in Children's Garden Home, and Snyder was sponsored by a very kind lady from America. Am I right? Debbie, Mom Debbie. Mom Debbie sponsored her education. that she's undergoing now. Snyder, would you like to tell Mook what education are you undergoing now? We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you, but you disappear now.
Okay, I'm Snyder.
Hello.
And hi.
Okay, you tell Mook what education are you undergoing now?
Okay, now I'm at college. As you can see, I'm in my room.
Oh,
Yes, I'm doing education of learners with special needs. And in the area of specialization, I decided to do learners with autism. So that is what I'm doing now.
okay.
Okay, great.
And Mook, would you like to share with Snyder and Victor about your experience with autism?
My son has autism. Yeah, and then and I been taking care of him and try to understand what different stage of his life, because when the kids, when they were young, what they need, when they grow up, maybe something slightly different or something. And what I do, take care of my son. I do not treat him different than the other kids. It's just like he has something different, and then treat him like the other kids, normal kids, and then take him everywhere, doing everything. But only I have to know for some certain time that he might not enjoy this thing. I don't have to force him to be like the others. Just have to know when to do things, when we should not do something like that. So basically, special needs or autistic kids are the same like us. We need to know what we need, and then try to feed the need, and then try not to change them to be like the others. That's all. Yeah.
Okay, I'm very glad that I know Mook is a very dear and a very good friend for 10 years. Yeah, we have known each other more than 10 years.
About that, yeah.
Yeah, and I've been to a house. It's a house that's filled with lots of love, and I think it's a very interesting combined forces that we have here. Okay, Mook is also a social entrepreneur. She helps with villagers in Thailand to provide employment opportunity to the village ladies who dye certain clothing material. Okay, and she converted this clothing material into pieces of art that she sells in Singapore. All right, so there's a lot of very good intention, a very positive energy in here. We have Snyder here who is undergoing a formal education in special needs. Okay, we have Victor here who is very creative and very good with videos and video productions, and he's very creative in that areas. So when we come together, and we have Mook who has an autistic child. So when we design later on, when we come to the design of the work scope, yeah, I think there will be a lot of imaginations, and we can shortcut a lot of we can make the SOP, okay, a lot more robust and implementable as we go along. Okay, yeah. So we take it a step at a time. We don't need to rush. We take it a step at a time. But what is very, very important now, Snyder and Victor, is for you to perfect the cake. Right now that you know Mook, you know Daphne, we have two bakery master, okay, whom you can ask questions. Okay, I'm sorry you can't ask me. I'm an expert in eating cake, but I'm really natto when you ask me how to bake a cake. Okay, but we have to get it right. Mo, I told them that it's not just about baking a mediocre cake. I hope that this business will allow the cake to be nutritious, to be tasty, okay, to be healthy cake, yeah, nutritious and healthy cake, yeah. But it must also be very tasty, and it must have good texture, for example, okay, so that inside the cake it is really a cake of goodness. All right. Then, but outside of the cake, I want it to be really, really impressive, like what Mok has produced, so that when we launch this business, it will be a business of difference. Yeah, we deliver an extraordinary value to the Kenyan market. Okay, we don't need to bake a lot. It's not a high production, high capacity bakery. Okay, because when you employ autistic people, in the very beginning, we must make sure that they can do it step by step. We don't rush them or whatever. So we take orders, okay, and we produce only whatever we can produce in that sense. All right. So we make our business very meaningful, okay, very value adding, but we are not blindly after money. You get what I mean? Okay. But we must make sure that it's profitable, so that you can meaningfully employ not only yourself, but you can meaningfully employ and pay the autistic youth in a fair market rate. Does it make sense for all of us?
Yes.
Okay, so that is the ideal, okay, that of our social business that eventually we want to launch. Okay, doesn't matter whether we launch it in January 2021 or February or March, but what is important is that we have something really exciting to look forward to, okay, to work towards, okay, and we put our heart, very importantly, we put our heart to honor ourselves and honor the people who eventually we're going to employ, and honor the customer who are going to pay us the money to buy the cake from us. All right. So later on, I will get other people involved. I will get other people involved in developing a website that's going to enable online ordering. Okay. So we'll go one step at a time. Okay. All the jigsaw pieces will come in. Yeah. I will orchestrate this whole thing piece by piece. But at the moment now, what is really, really important is get the basic right. Are you all right with that? Mok, if you
Yes.
don't mind, I'll add you to the chat group where we have created, where we have all the 6 children. Actually, we don't call them children anymore. Yeah, you're big children. Yeah, you're old children already. Yeah. Once upon a time in 2011, they're all very tiny. Okay, so I have seen them grow, okay, over the last 9 years. And as much as I've seen Mok's 2 children, 2 beautiful children, okay, 1 boy, 1 girl. I've seen them grown also over the years, yeah. I hope one day, Mok, you would visit Kenya, and I'm not sure whether will you be welcoming, Mok?
Very much. Very much. Very much.
Yeah. How are you going to welcome her?
We will do a party.
A what?
We'll do a party
of nice performance.
of nice performance and a lot of cakes.
Okay, you make sure you live up to your promise, yeah. Okay. I don't want to take too much of Mok's time because Mok is still with her children at home. Victor and Snyder, do you all have any question, or do you have anything that do with bakery that you would like to ask her?
I would like to ask, the challenge that we have now is removing the flavor, the taste, we have it in check. Now the problem where we need help is to remove the size, 1 kg. That's what our biggest challenge is. We are now at. So we would just like to know how can we do it, because we are trying, but it's not coming.
You mean the size of the cake?
Yeah.
Is
Yes.
1 kg?
Yeah, we wanted 1 kg. It's not becoming 1 kg when we cook it.
Okay, for me, when I do the cake, I don't actually I don't do the kg or pounds or anything. I bake. That depends on the size of the cake mold. You know, for example, like I do for the 6 inches of the round cake mold for like 4 to 5 people. But if we serve more than that, like 10 people, maybe I use the cake mold of 8 to 9 inches, you know, the diameter. Because some depends on the cake recipe. In some recipe, the cake is quite heavy. Yeah, in some recipes, like for usually I like to do the lighter cake. If more like the chiffon cake or something is very light. So even though it's big cake, but maybe the weight might not be much, not much weight. So I think you need to know that, okay, if you want to get a standard cake, maybe you just stick with some the size of the cake mold that you want to produce around this size, you know. Then and after that you see that how many kg. I think that doesn't matter, but make sure that every time you bake, the size of the cake with this recipe on the cake mold is look kind of the same every time. That would be great, because it depends on the recipe actually. Yeah, but some bakers, they go by kg, you know, it depends. But for me, let's say if anybody asks me that they want a cake, usually they go for the theme cake. Let's say if they want Star Wars, right? So I'll ask them that this cake serve for how many people. Then I will just do just to make sure that enough for people that they want to eat, you know. So if you ask me that to make like fit in 1 kg or something, it's really depends on the cake mold and your cake batter, your recipe. After that you finish it, maybe you try to weigh it, and then just to make sure that every time you get this kind of same size, same amount with that recipe to be standard. That I don't know if I can answer you, but this is my way of doing it. Yeah, I don't go for kg, but a lot of cake bakers, they go for the kg. Yeah, but I go for like the sizes. Let's say of inches, how many inches of you know, the diameter of the cake, like that.
So Victor and Snyder, do you all have a cake mold?
Yes,
We
do.
have to.
You have 2, is it?
Yeah.
What are the 2 sizes?
The other one is 6 by what? 6 by 8 and 7 by 8.
I think 6 inches of the cake mold. Yeah, maybe if you do like the height of 3 inches, I think around one or 2 kg. I think about that. You should get that.
So another question, for example, just randomly, for example, because if we are specializing in sponge cake, so like for example, when I was seeing in YouTube tutorials, a sponge cake, they give you, they tell you, they give you the ingredients. Now we always do exactly what they are showing us on the YouTube tutorial. But now the problem, the size, now where we have gone for the size, you find the YouTube tutorial that the size of the cake comes like this when we are theirs. But us, when we have used everything, we have followed the procedure, our cake comes, is theirs, ours comes like this. So, yeah.
I think for the sponge cake, the very important is when you whip the egg white, because a sponge is actually you have to separate yolk and egg white, right? So the key one is the sponge cake. You really need to know how to beat the egg white in to the certain you know, they call sometimes they call meringue, right? So it's like a stiff peak or soft peak, or you know, depends on your recipe. Most sponge cake will go to the soft peak, meaning that you get like, okay, the soft peak is similar to the shaving foam, You know, when you do the shaving your beard and everything, the foam like that, you know, kind of smooth like that, but not too hard, you know. So you beat slowly with the sugar until you get that. And another tricky part of the sponge cake is when you mix the egg white into the batter, you have to know how to you know, put them slowly and turn in one round. If you make too hard, it will be really like that. So you must you do like by your hand gently.
Oh,
It's a actually sponge cake. You need experience. So it's if you go for the sponge cake, yeah, most likely you will know, you have to do many times until you know the the correct egg white. It's harder than the normal cake, you know. But then yeah.
What would be between sponge cake, butter cake, chiffon cake, whatever cake, you know, what do you feel would be a good cake for them to bake?
I think you should, if you are very beginner, I think you should go for the very uncomplicated recipe, you know. And then especially if you do with the special needs, I think should be something simple, you know, not too complicated, because it's will make it harder. Because for the special needs, I think you have to really write down proper stage 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, if you have so many steps, it might be too difficult for them. You know, I think go for the very simple one. That I think can be anything that you maybe when you Google on the internet, and then if you see that okay, less complicated, then you can try to bake, and then you test it. Then you will know that, oh, you like it or not. You know, because
in your opinion, what would be a simple cake? Is butter cake a simple cake? Is chiffon cake a simple cake?
Butter cake is actually more simple. You don't need the how to say, the butter cake is just like you beat butter and sugar until you get the creamy one, and you add egg, you add flour, you know, it's, and then vanilla extract is good. But for the chiffon cake or the other cakes, that any cake that require you to separate egg white and egg yolk, that one it need more experience, for my opinion, you know. You see, if any recipe that don't ask you to separate egg white and egg yolk, that one more simple. You see which one? Because my cake that I do, it's really I separate egg white and egg yolk. It's really, yeah, it need kind of complicated, because I go for the healthy version, so I have to make sure that I replace some sugar, you know, to be something else, or my flour must be gluten dairy. Is too complicated. So I think for the very beginner, go for any recipe that don't require too many steps. Butter cake is not bad. Chocolate cake or any cake that you don't have to make many steps. Yeah.
Victor and Snyder, which are the cakes that you have done so far that is simpler and goes like that rather than like that?
The butter cake. But the problem with the one I baked, the last one, it had cracks on the upper parts. So maybe she can tell us the reason why it cracks.
The crack, I think it's maybe you need to see your oven, because sometimes you on the oven, maybe the temperature is maybe not that, maybe you take too long, or maybe the temperature is maybe too high. The different oven also give you different result. So the crack on the top of the cake is actually not too bad. Sometimes, you know, they cut out a little bit, then you're going to be smooth already. And then if you put the cream on and you decorate well, it's also okay.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, the crack could no problem. Sometimes you put the crack, meaning that sometimes you take too long in the oven, you know. So when you know, let's say if they say that 180 Celsius for 20 minutes, for example, right? But then you can actually maybe nearly 20 minutes you can check. Maybe you open the oven and then you put the toothpick to chop toothpick, and then if you put something in there and then you take it out, it's kind of clean, no wet. So meaning that it's actually already cooked. You don't have to wait too long, you know, even if the recipe said that 20 minutes, but if you open at 18 minutes, use a toothpick and poke in and take it out, clean, no wet batter come out, maybe you can stop there. Because if you wait longer to follow recipe, it might be too dry and then it might be cracked. You know, you know, but those you need times. You need to practice it again and again. But my recommendation, you find a very simple recipe and try yourself until it's very stable. You know, you don't have to worry about the weight, out how many kg exactly. You don't have to worry that much. You try that recipe, and every time you bake, the result will come out the same. You get the nice and smooth and taste that you like. And if you do again a second time, third time, fourth time, come out the same.
Yes.
Then you go, okay, then that one you can teach to train people.
Yeah.
You find your comfortable or very comfortable cake that you already, every time you can, even one day you can close your eyes and then you can do it, meaning that it's your your cake. You know, you don't have to worry anything. Try, and then if now crack, okay, try again. Maybe you see your oven, maybe the oven, different oven give a different effect. Sometimes you see that maybe you turn for the fan, you know, sometimes they have the upper fan and lower fan or whatever, you know. You try until you get the very good one. Yeah.
I think Mok has given me a very good idea. To pass this exam, the two of you will have to, I will want to see on the video, the two of you have to close your eyes and bake it right.
You close your eyes. Yeah, it just, I mean, you just have to, you can remember it, you know, like, yes, if you remember how to do it, and then you don't have to rely on recipe anymore because it's inside your mind, inside your memory, then you do it.
Yeah.
Then that one you can, then after you, if you be able to do that, then you can solve the problem if anything come out. Like for example, if you stick in the recipe, sometimes they say that a large egg, you know, but sometimes you cannot find a large egg. You know that maybe it doesn't matter. You can just reduce a little bit of flour or something like that. You know yourself. And when you see batter, then you, okay, this batter, I can tell the cake will be too hard. Then maybe you add a little bit of whatever, you know, that one is, you will know in the future. But for now, you just keep doing the same recipe that you try, you taste, you like the taste. If you like the taste, meaning other people will like it too. You know, and then you eat it. Oh, it's so good. It's very good. Okay, then you keep doing that. That's my advice. You try that first. This is a cake, right? If you bake the cake, it's stable. You know, every time you do come out the same. Then we will think about how to decorate.
Yeah.
Because decoration is another part, which is another thing. Yeah, the baking cake, it's you have recipe, you can do it. But for the decoration, sometimes you need your imagination or your you know, I don't know, your idea, maybe more than the baking. Baking, it's kind of science. You know that you put here and there, and then what will come out. You know, don't forget egg. Don't forget some baking powder. You know, because if you forget baking powder, sometimes the cake not that big. You know, or sometimes if you beat if you go for the egg white egg yolk separation, If you beat too hard on the egg yolk, egg white, maybe the cake is not smooth anymore because it's kind of crumb more than that. Or if you beat less than that, maybe the cake will be watery. You know, it's many things. So get it stable on your recipe first.
And the way to get there is by try and error, experience.
Yeah, you try first,
Yeah.
but then I think you don't need too many times to try because you will know it. Trust me. When you bake it and you eat it, or don't like it, then maybe not. Because for me, when I start baking a long time ago, because I couldn't find a gluten-free and dairy-free cake for my son, in the market they don't have it, and even they have it, when I try, I don't like the taste. So I have to make it myself, you know. I start from like Google for the recipe, and when I follow the recipe, sometimes doesn't come out good. So I have to, you know, try and error until I get my own recipe. And I will follow that. I will stick to it. Then I will, you know, slowly add on some other things, add the flavor, add the recipe, you know, like that. You can do it. Don't worry. Trust me.
I trust them also. I'm sure you can do it. It's just that once you have fixed one, okay, just master one.
Yeah.
Don't try to do chevron. Don't try to do too many. Yeah. Today you try chevron. Tomorrow you try butter. The next day you try sponge. You will never become expert in any of them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You try first. Or if you create a butter cake, you know, it's a kind of simple. Butter cake, vanilla cake, it's kind of simple. You do it first. But then in the future, if you are a lot of more confidence, or you know what to do, so you go for some recipe that, you know, you can sell it forever. Like for example, like for me, all my friends like love my carrot cake. So they will just come for the carrot cake. So I bake a lot of carrot cake. And then another one that they love, it's like, you know, my chocolate cake, which is a lot of my local friends. They say that it's like the taste like Lana cake, but it's you know Lana cake, right, Alvin?
It's very famous cake in Singapore.
The Lana cake, yeah. But then for my recipes, actually, my chocolate is kind of softer. It depends, you know. And then if you go for that, then people will come back for the same one. Yeah, they will come back for that one. So I think you try, and then if you like your cake, you eat and you like it, and then yeah, most likely people will like it. But you have to find the recipe, the simple one first. Then if you are very good in the future, I'll give you my recipe. But my recipe right now is too complicated. It's really not fun to start with.
Yeah.
Get not fun at all.
Right. Get your basic right. And then we will introduce the Mook recipe. Okay.
Yeah.
Mook's recipe will be a higher price. Okay. We will have that high class cake, you know. Mook from all the way from Singapore. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but you must.
You do the simple one. Yeah, go to the simple one. Make the simple one stable.
Right.
Very important. Like you stable every time you bake. Come out the same taste, same color, same size. You know, that one first. That's a very good practice. You do anything simple, but never miss. Every time you bake or other people bake, will come out the same. That one will make you be able to ask everybody to do it.
Yes.
But if you only person can do, if you're not free, nobody can do that one. Going to be really a problem in the future. So just like go for the simple one that all of you can bake and all of you can teach the other.
In other words, we are going to make it a franchisable system. Yeah. So only when you have completed the process, then we will be able to cut up the process and do a design for which part of it can be done by the autistic youth. Probably not the whole thing, yeah, but certain part of it, if the autistic youth is very good in beating or whatever, we will then make that as a job design. I think Snyder learned about that in school, yeah, Snyder. Okay.
Yes.
So we will,
And-
we can only discuss that
Mhm.
after you have completed the whole process, like what Mook said. Roger? So at the moment
Yeah.
now, I need the two of you to become totally competent, okay, and expert on that process. All right. We
Yes.
do one cake first.
Mhm.
Because once you have done the same thing, later on when we introduce carrot cake or chocolate cake or whatever other cake, okay, we will know how to repeat the same process again.
Mm.
Are we agree about that?
Yes.
Okay, do you have enough funds for
Yes.
continuing baking cake?
Uh,
Uh,
Do you have enough money? I have
no,
yeah,
no. Like we don't have the eggs
yeah. Can you
and
okay from now
the caster sugar we don't have.
okay from now until end of the month? Okay, can you go and budget? Mook, what is your what's your feel for cake? For them,
What do you mean?
I mean, yeah, I mean, on average, maybe one cake per week. Do you think that will be helpful for you?
Yeah.
1 cake a week. Okay.
So from now until end of the month, let's budget for 4 more cakes. Okay, can you give me the budget for 4 cakes?
Okay, we'll give you.
Yeah, for the and then let Daddy Moses know. Okay, to release the fund to you. I will top up the social enterprise fund for all the 3 teams. Okay,
Okay.
just budget for 4 more cakes.
Okay.
Same cake, yeah. Make it after these 4 cake. I hope that you would be able to close your eyes to bake the 5th cake.
Mhm.
Okay, and then you send one slice
Yeah.
to Singapore, and Mook will taste, and then Mook will give you a grade. Okay.
Can you tell me the ingredients that the recipe that you have? Maybe I can see how difficult or how easy.
Can you do that?
Mm.
yeah, we, now
I'm going to add Mook into our group chat, and then
Oh.
you can send it there so that Mook can see.
The your recipe, you see that how easy, how the difficult, and then yeah, then I will maybe I can help you add something or something.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, good. So for your team, okay, I'll wrap up here in case Mook need to go off. I would add Mook in now, and then you share your recipe with Mook so that Mook can also give you a feedback, just like how Daphne is giving you feedback. And you have 4 more cakes, okay, to hopefully arrive at the final formula, final process. Okay, I will have a coffee with Mook this week to discuss how we could. We have to find out how we can creatively teach you the arts side of it. Okay, you complete the science part of it first. Okay, the art side of it will be, I think, also a different kind of challenge. Yeah. Okay, but let me and Mook bang our heads together. Okay, yeah, bang, you know. Maybe we need to eat some cake to have better idea.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we will have another catch up, perhaps in 2 weeks time. Okay, so this period it will be prototype. You guys refine your process. So every 2 weeks we're going to meet up again. Okay, so next 2 weeks later we're going to meet up again and see how things goes. Is that okay?
Yes.
That's okay.
Can I ask one last question?
Can you all say thank you to Mook for spending time with us?
Thank you for being with us.
Can you say thank you in a more creative way? Come on, Kenyan.
Okay, thank you, Mamok, for spending time with us and teaching us how to bake. And we appreciate for your time and be blessed.
Very, very most welcome. Most welcome.
Thank you very much, Mok.
Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Take care, darling. Bye.
Bye. Love you. Love you.
Bye. Bye.
All right. So, is your team good?
Yes.
Very good. Yeah. I'm so happy that Mook can join us. Okay. I told her only like 10 minutes ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add her in right away, and then we could you guys can leverage on both Daphne and Mook. Both are very, very helpful. Okay. And
Yes.
you got to do your part. Yeah. Bake 4 more cakes. Give me the budget. I'll release the money. Go and get whatever you need. Okay. And then we'll continue. Allow you to one day bake with closed eyes.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you,
Yeah.
guys. Yeah. Any question for me?
You.
No.
I think if the next time you bake your cake, right? Could you video it?
Sure.
Could you video and then you can
Yes.
walk around it? Okay. So this is how we bake. Well, how we beat the egg white, egg yolk, whatever, the butter, this and that, and for how many minutes, and then you put it into the oven and what is the temperature, for how long, and then you kind of like create a video, and then I will discuss, I think like how Daphne did the video and show you all, right?
Yeah.
So if you could share with Mook and Daphne using your video, I think they could give you better instruction from there.
Okay,
And
sure.
advice. Okay? Yeah?
Yes.
Then hopefully your cake will be like that. Not like that. Okay, guys, thanks very much. Yeah?
Thank you.
Okay, next we have the Meridian 101 team. Since the guru is here, your coach, your mentor is here. Our TCM, Jermaine, go!
Go, let me go.
Okay. All right, the two of you have matching color, red color. All right, I saw your video, very good. Yeah, so everybody, did you bribe them to say whatever they say?
No.
Sure?
Yes.
You did not threaten them with your kosha board?
No.
Excellent. Yeah, I think you have been doing a lot of good service. All right, I've taken note of some of the oils that are not that are missing. Okay, that you are. Jermaine has a associate, a friend who does trade with Africa. So we would like to see, Jermaine, do you think we could get Ainsley's advice, whether we could, whether we are confident of sending the oil over to Kenya?
Okay, last meeting, immediately I checked with Ainsley. So he said that should not have problem as long as we have this, what is the certificate that show the oil is actually is a genuine oil and is for, what is that called?
MSCS.
Product.
Yeah.
The product certification that is a genuine oil.
Yeah.
So I don't see any problem if, let's say, Ainsley was telling me that should not have any problem if we have this certificate for our oil. So he will be able to help us to send to you.
Okay. Let's do one batch. Let's do one test batch.
Yeah.
We could arrange with Ainsley. We could Ainsley. We could. I will pull together some donations.
Yeah. Then maybe we need the address. Then so he can in advance to check, the places and the postage, or how much is the
okay
forwarding charges.
Yeah. Isaac,
Yes.
can you check with Daddy Moses the exact address to send to?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the complete address to send to.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, then you type it into the chat group,
Yes.
and Jermaine and myself, we will then
Do the
yeah, Jermaine will check with Ansley on the
Yeah.
postage.
yes.
I will be responsible for getting donations to pull together one small batch. We do one small batch to test first.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we don't go and send a lot, then
A lot, then all.
yeah, all gonna stuck, you know.
Yeah, right.
Okay, right. So the two of you, I would like to reiterate my advice. I feel that two of you together with Jermaine, your target now, right, is to finalize the service, the different service. You know, it's a bit like, I think Jermaine can advise you very much on this, because Jermaine works in a traditional Chinese therapy clinic.
Yeah.
So it's like people come to the clinic, right? What are the pay tao?
Yes.
You know, what are the packages? Yeah. So hopefully Jermaine can help from her professional experience to help you to fine tune the different packages.
Yeah.
I think once you are able to fine tune the packages, and when the oil comes in, we are ready to roll out some small service to test the market.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I will advise that for some of like this facial and shoulder kwasa is more run on the package, or even the slimming course we run by a package, so we can have sustainable income to come in. You know, like maybe 10 times, then you give them 1 time free, that kind of thing. But however, the charges, you know, we have to include everything in, even the oil and the costing side. So it will be good, no? Because we don't rely on people just come 1 time and that's it, no? So there's no continuous servicing. So once you have the package, to them they will think that, oh, every time I know that I must, for certain timing, I have to come here, and they will do the booking from you or the appointment. So at least you know that one day I can handle how many people, and also my income. You know,
Yeah.
that will be easy for the start if we can get some people who actually sign for the package. And from there you can see the result also.
I think the other thing is also that you cannot expect you do 1 time,
yeah,
and you will see the benefits.
Yes, right.
Right.
Yes.
So you probably have to go for 3, 4, 5, 6 times.
We can actually put the package as a small package will be 5 plus 1, that means 6 times, and another package will be 10 times, then you get 2 free.
Okay.
So at least you can see the different.
Perhaps we can do it now. Okay. The two of you can outline which, let's say, shoulder kwasha, or how to mix them together. No, I think Jermaine, would you like to advise and give some suggestions so that you all can write down now and think about it?
For this facial kwasa, actually facial kwasa, if you can include the shoulder kwasa will be good, because it actually connected one. You know, when you do the facial, before you start with the facial, you can do the shoulder kwasa first. You know, so that you massage them on their shoulder, and you let them relax. Then thereafter you do the facial kwasa. So if you include these 2 service, then you can we can calculate the charges. What is the oil? How much is the oil we'll be using? And the time lapse. That means if let's say it's a shoulder kwasa, usually it's like 10 to 15 minutes. Then for facial it will be longer, because you need to do 3 times, right, at least. So it's like maybe half an hour. So all in all, it's like shoulder plus facial will be about 1 hour. So these 2 service, and then we start charging and see what is the costing like. You know, in Singapore, like the facial kwasa, usually they actually charge about 68 to $70 Sing dollar. Then the shoulder kwasa is like they just take, let's say less than.
Wait. I help them, because they won't know how much is the
68 how many 30
wait. I'm looking for where is my app about money?
What is the rate, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to find. Where did I put it? My currency. Where is my currency?
What is the exchange rate?
I cannot remember, but that's why I'm looking for my currency converter. What happened to my currency converter?
What is the name of the currency?
Kenyan shilling. What happened to my currency converter?
So it's like 6,300.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, I couldn't find my currency converter suddenly.
5,659. When $70 Sing dollar is equivalent to 5,600. Yeah. So like I say, if it's 1 hour, you can include the shoulder guasa plus a facial. Then we can come out with maybe,
Okay, I found it. Kenyan shilling is about 6,000 shilling.
Yeah. It is Singapore for facial is about $70.
Yeah.
So the shoulder guasa, we never have a shoulder guasa. Usually we have a whole body massage. So that one will be about 76. That means it's your leather guasa. They are doing massage. So we do the guasa is you can be cheaper. Maybe we can just charge $50.
Okay, I think I would not like for Jermaine to give you the detail like this now. Okay, but I think you all get the drift. Okay, so think in terms of your customer. Okay, Isaac and Esther. Think in terms of your customer. Male customer, female customer, old customer, young customer, corporate people, office people, okay, or people who are Muzungu, okay, foreigner, for example, okay. What might their needs be? Okay, I want to train you to think like an entrepreneur. Okay, I want to train you to think like entrepreneur. Okay, so that you can repeat this kind of success by yourself. So you're not listening to Jermaine or listening to me only. Okay, so think in terms of combining the service, like what Jermaine advised. When you do facial guasha, you can add the shoulder guasha. Okay, when you do shoulder guasha and the back, it could be one package.
Yes.
Facial guasha and the shoulder can be one package. Okay, and then for ladies, there could be another slimming package.
Yes.
Okay, so I would like Esther and Isaac to come up with these packages. Okay, firstly, come up with the packages. Secondly, come out with in other words, you must explain to the customer, right? Why these two should combine together. And what is the benefit to you? All right. So I would like you to do this exercise and then you can propose, okay, in write up, okay, to Jermaine and myself. Then we could give you more advice from there. Is that okay? So that like that we learn together, yeah? So you're not like just listening to us and do what we say only. Okay? So think in terms of your customer in Kenya, in Nairobi.
Usually they come to you is for what type of service. So you see the frequency. Then from there you can judge, what is the more frequent service they want. Then from there, we actually align first one, which one we're supposed to do, second one. Because when in Singapore, facial might be the very prominent service that people want. But It might not be the same for your side. Your side, maybe a lot of those people who use a lot of hard work, then they need to do whole body guasa or massage. Then that will be different price. You see the frequency. So you can, since you all have done for that few months, right? So you go and check your record, you know, what type of frequency and how many people are asking for facial guasa, how many people are asking for slimming, and how many people are asking for shoulder. But as for the company organization, corporate one, we can actually just we can provide them a few services, then they choose and let us know what service they want. Then we quote the price for them, because we are doing in a quite a number of people, so it's different price. Can you see me where I'm coming from now for this? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. After that, I will help you to put them together in a marketing, using marketing talk, okay, to
Yeah.
promote this. All right.
Yes.
Esther, what are you doing now? What level are you now? Why you must ask Isaac? You don't know what level you are in. Are you form 4, form 3, whatever?
I finished last year high school.
Okay, so you have graduated from high school.
Yes, now I'm volunteering here
You're volunteering as a?
before going to college
Yeah, you're volunteering as a?
as a teacher.
As a teacher. Oh.
What level are you teaching?
I teach class 4, grade 4.
Grade 4. So you bully all the younger brother sister.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Isaac?
Well, I finished 2 years ago. And so I haven't gone to college yet, but I'm still volunteering.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing therapy. I take care of the kids with Meridian on One. I also teach them acrobatic.
Okay.
Yes.
So in other words, the two of you are ready to launch a business. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, because you are no longer studying.
Yeah.
Okay, unlike Snyder is studying. Victor is able to launch a business. Am I right?
Yes.
Good. So in that case, we will aim to launch a business as soon as the oil arrives. So now is the fine tuning now. Exactly what packages to come out, how to market them, okay, and how much to charge for each of this package. So the next 3 weeks, this is the job, this is the task to be accomplished, okay. And I think Jermaine can come in and guide on how to phrase things, the benefit statement from a traditional Chinese way of talking. Okay, which means we are also training Jermaine to be the entrepreneur now, not TCM doctor. Okay.
Okay.
A doctor who is businesswoman. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jermaine, it is also a good chance for you to tune, because whatever you're fine tuning for them is also fine tuning for your team over in Cambodia.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same thing. Yeah. So I think this is a very meaningful engagement here now. Okay.
But can I request something? Can Isaac and Esther, you all do some market research? How much people are charging for facial, and they are doing also for shoulder and body massage. So from there we can see how much we can charge, comparative price. Yeah, you just go around and shopping and see, window shopping lah. Then you can see a lot of people putting up a lot of those pricing, all this. Just collect a few, then more or less you can gauge how much when you go into the market to compete with them. At least you know where you are.
Okay, the way to do this is for you to either check around on the internet, okay, or take some photograph, or ask some of your friends from gym or whatever, take some photograph of the poster.
Okay.
Okay, send it to the team, send it to the group so that we know. All right, And then that is where we will do the matching. Okay. But bearing in mind that our oil is expensive,
Yeah.
so we must learn how to sell the oil. Okay. So actually it's quite exciting because you Meridian 101 in Kenya is going to be quite exciting because you're selling a few things.
Yeah.
Okay. You're selling your skill, which is very, very sexy because not many people know about traditional Chinese medicine in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Right. Secondly, we're selling this oil all the way from Singapore.
Mhm.
Okay, all the way from Singapore and Taiwan. And it's so we need to conduct one lesson for you about the oil so that you know how to position the value of Magnolia, the value of Forsythia, the value of Angelica, the value of whatever. Okay, so that will be quite a good lesson for you. Okay, and Jermaine, this may be a very good lesson that you can engage your team. Okay, for example, Daphne, Eunice, Jean, you can bring them on board. Okay, each one of them cover one oil, for example, or one or two oil. So this can become, Jermaine, your team training for Meridian 101 in the process of also converting your team to become 小老师啦, you know. And they can then, because your team has a very good number of Meridian 101 ambassador already. Okay, so what we do not want is people like Eunice or that after a while, they just knowledge come in, knowledge not used, then disappear. Okay, so if you would like to see that your voluntary service here can be converted to a team training for yourself also, would be very useful. Then at the same time, to help Isaac, Esther, and maybe your team of Meridian 101 in Kenya, people like Ernest and all, we can conduct one special training for them on one Sunday afternoon, whereby you can line up, like Eunice can talk about Farnosa Magnolia and Vital Meridian, and then Jean Quek can talk about Angelica and Masculine. Okay, and Daphne and maybe Flora or Esther can talk about which are the oils. Then the team over there can benefit. Your team here become like a 小老师 for the team there. Do you think that sounds good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have quite a few things to do. In fact, your business will be a little bit closer to launch, or at least a soft launch. We can try out. Okay. Now, once that content is ready, the pricing, the whatever, everything is ready, we can launch it on two platforms. One is I will then get someone to do a website. Okay. Then at the same time, we can launch it on our Facebook. Then Instagram and all that, you're going to do yourself. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Then we can start taking booking already because both of you are actually, you have finished school. Okay. Of course, Esther is doing teaching in Children's Garden Home. Right, but I think you can open for business every Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And when we are ready, we can register a company and we can launch it. Or I will discuss with Moses on how to do this. We can register one social business unit that will launch all the three businesses together under one umbrella. Okay. Remember last time we have Little Fingies?
Yeah.
Okay. But I think Little Fingies is a bit kiddish for you now. Because all your fingers are no longer little, all your fingers are very thick already. Okay, so if I call you all Little Fingies, like not so appropriate. So I told Moses that we stopped the Little Fingies. So I also stopped the Little Fingies website. Okay, we decided to think of another name. You all can start thinking about what name to call this social business under Children's Garden Home. Okay, what should it be called? Children's Gardeners or something like that? Yeah. Okay, so y'all can think about what would be a good name to launch the social enterprises under. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Any question for Jermaine?
No.
I have a patient.
Yeah.
Like I had a problem with the thigh, and so I had therapy on the thigh, and after finishing the thigh, the patient started saying that the pain has gone to the back. So I don't know what's really the problem.
No, initially, what is the pain from?
Yeah, the pain was from the thigh.
From the thigh, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah. Then after you have do the massage,
yeah,
then it go to back.
yeah.
Actually, the origin of the pain is from where? You know, it's from actually from the lower back. Yeah. So you actually help them to cure, you know, not the main problem, but it's just a, you know, you are saying that you are actually not curing the root problem. You are curing just the surface problem. So after having this, then you actually come back. After you know, then you actually flag out the root problem. So you just let them know that their root problem is their back, it's not their thigh. You know. So
you make
you
them
have
pay
to,
again.
yeah, you have to check with them, ask them to
You make them pay again.
yeah. You check with them whether they have carry or they have fell down or carry any heavy stuff or no, or any, you know, spinal problem. You just check with them whether they have any this problem or not. If there is, then you'll tell them that they have to do you know, they have to do seriously look at their lower back problem. Then from there you can do a guasa on the back and also use the masculine on the lower back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not the magic, no, it actually go to another way. It's actually you find out the roots of the problem. So you tell them that is the root of the problem. Yeah.
Okay, to make this business a bit more unique, I just had an idea from up there. Okay. Yeah. So we will design the Meridian 101 business in Kenya this way. Okay, listen, okay. We'll design a website to promote our service, and our service is a little extra. Okay, not for everybody, but people who really had a issue, they want to know how to take care of their concern and all that. Okay, they click and they fill up their problem on a form.
Mm.
Click submit. Okay, the form will come to us.
Yeah.
Okay, step 1, it will be reviewed by a certified traditional Chinese medical doctor in Singapore, Jermaine Goh. Okay, the famous traditional Chinese medical doctor. All right.
Yes.
Then Jermaine will give her diagnosis. Okay, Jermaine will give a diagnosis, and then we'll say that, okay, in order to help you with this issue, okay, you will come to Children's Garden Home and meet, you know, whether it's Isaac or Esther or whoever. Yeah. Okay, they book an appointment, they come, and then they will go through the specific therapy. Okay, so now in this case, Jermaine will have Jermaine is the front now. Okay, Jermaine is the front now to give the advice, so that Esther and Isaac, right, will learn through experience.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? And this service become very unique. Nobody has done this before. It's very exciting, right? Wow, I think I figured out the best way to do this. Okay. Yeah. So Jermaine will then guide you guys and say that, okay, for this guy, the pain is at the back or thigh or whatever. Because Jermaine is very, very experienced, she will be able to advise and say, okay, the problem actually is the back, it's not the thigh. Okay. So what kind of gua sha or what kind of oil to use will be very, very clear. All right.
Yes.
And then Jermaine, being the doctor, can advise them and say that, hey, look, okay, you will need, okay, 6 treatment, not 1 treatment. Because the doctor says so, right? Then they will listen, isn't it?
Yes.
But if Isaac says so, right, nobody believes you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you are not a certified doctor in that sense. Yeah. but I will prepare 2 certificates for you. The Meridian 101 Ambassador Certificate. Yeah, be mindful, Meridian 101 Ambassador Certificate is not a doctor certification. But behind you, you have the backing of a Germain Goh. Oh, beautiful. Wow, this is a blue ocean strategy.
Yeah.
Okay. So when Germain say, okay, now you need to go through 10 treatment or 5 treatment or 15 treatment or whatever not, then we can collect the money.
Yeah.
Okay, we can collect the money and then, you know.
You make appointment.
Then they make appointment. Yeah. So Germain will help. Germain will help. Okay. In fact, after that, we can line up 1 or 2 more doctors to support us lah. Once this model, you know, like what we discussed with Mook just now. Once we can close our eyes and run it, then I could rope in another doctor. Let's say, for example, that Donna Quack. I could invite in 1 or 2 more doctors who are traditional Chinese medicine, but they must be very good with our oil first lah. Okay, we must be very good. But in the meantime, to launch this business, okay, Germain will be very, very important. Just like Mook and Daphne will be very, very important in the cake business lah. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. So once Germain will also be able to be the gatekeeper. So if let's say somebody has cancer, we do not want to touch them because there may be too much of a liability. Then we do not want to touch them. Germain will help to say that, okay, this is a disease. Please go and go to the hospital. Yeah, don't come to Children's Garden. Right. So,
we can still advise for cancer patients. We can still advise for the human reset. Just teach them and they buy the oil, they do it for themselves.
Yeah. My point, you know what I mean?
I know. We will not go to the extent that to massage or whatever.
Yeah, if somebody broke the bone, you know, bang the head and go.
They fracture all these things, you all cannot make it one. So
we
go
don't.
to the specialist.
So we also do not want to bring in people who are seriously sick. And then if there's anything, you know, we get
then they expect miracle from us.
Correct. Yeah. So I think it's beautiful. Yeah. This website, I will start figuring out how to design that. Okay, but we have this step now. Step 1, we promote the website, we promote our service to the Nairobi. Then people will come into this website and say that, yes, I would like to seek advice. Okay, the advice is free in that sense.
Consultation is free.
Consultation is free. Yeah. Okay. Then but we may not even come out for free. We may collect a small fee but we declare as the money doesn't come to Germain. The money goes to Children's Garden Home, for example.
That means they 随缘they free donation.
Yeah, we can give them and say that, okay, you can after the consultation, you can
do a donation.
Yeah, I can donate $1.
Go to this Children's Garden.
Yeah, correct. Okay, but you'll be for a good cause.
Yeah.
Okay, and we also describe that this is a social enterprise.
Yes.
Okay, this is a social enterprise and then we can tell our story. We can tell our story that, you know, 2016 I came, then 2018 I trained you guys, you know, and then the whole story can come out. Very beautiful. Okay. And if after the consultation and Germain give the green light and say, yes, I think we can help you with your problem. Okay, and you should sign up for 6 times or a package of this, and they agree to that. They click, they pay online. We take the money already, and then they can sign for the 6th appointment with you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Through this process, you will learn a lot. The 2 of you and your team will learn a lot, because you will learn a lot by how Germain assessed the issue. Okay. Then let's say after a few months, you will get better and better, and you'll be more and more confident also. Brilliant.
Yeah, I think this is more.
I think I need to eat more carrot cake.
Chocolate. So you are going to look for more, right?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I think we have
Because
found.
at the same time, we help the children's garden home, even though there's no business, but people will come to consult and donate.
Yes. Wow.
That's a beautiful way.
Yeah. So the two of you, when you all want to welcome Jermaine to visit Children's Garden Home?
Anytime.
Well, anytime now.
Tomorrow.
How is the two of you going to welcome Jermaine?
Then you do a
Performance.
red carpet, then never mind, we just do whatever first. Once the border is open, let's see what we can do, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Any other question from both of you?
When is the next workshop?
Next Saturday.
Or next Saturday?
Yeah. So now we have our workshop every alternate Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah. Next workshop is de-stress. It will be led by Mary.
Oh, yeah.
We are very delightful and very experienced trainer as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will send you the link. Then you could sign up for the workshop.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. Thank you very much, Jermaine. This one is very exciting, man.
Yeah, that's very good.
Huh?
Yeah.
Jermaine, you're going to become international traditional Chinese medical expert.
Where people will throw all the rotten egg to me.
I think you'll be famous throughout Africa.
Yeah.
I hope so. If you are famous, then there's hope for Children's Garden Home.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, so the two of you must talk about Jermaine.
Okay.
Okay, now I have a homework for Jermaine also. Jermaine, can you write to them your profile
Okay.
so that they know you? Yeah. Okay. I tell you, Jermaine and I, we knew each other in the Singapore Adventurers Club.
Wow.
Jermaine is a mountaineer. She climbs mountain.
Oh.
Okay. Jermaine, which is the highest mountain you have climbed so far?
Island and Mira Peak.
Which is how high?
6,004.
Okay, 6,004. That is like Mount Kenya height.
Yeah. Is it?
Okay. Yeah. The highest point in Mount Kenya, Point Linana, is 6,008, I think.
6,008. Wow, taller than Island Peak.
If I'm not wrong. Wait, Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya is 5,002 only. Sorry. Okay, she has been higher than Mount Kenya. Okay. Yeah, I was at the second highest point of Mount Kenya at Point Linana at 4,009.
Oh, 4,009.
Yeah, that was but I have been higher at Tibet in Ladakh. Okay.
Ladakh is
this lady here have been to 6,000 what?
6,004.
6,004, higher than Mount Kenya.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all can tell all your friends. Okay. My TCM mentor, okay, is yeah, okay, mountaineer.
Yeah, by mistake.
Okay, don't say that. Okay. Okay, she has been to the highest. She has been to a point higher than any point in the whole African continent.
Wow.
Okay, in the whole Africa, the highest
Kilimanjaro is how much?
The highest mountain is Kilimanjaro, which is 5,000.
Oh,
5,009.
I went taller than Kilimanjaro. That means
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
too bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay, so Jermaine, you can give them your profile, like your TCM profile, what are you specialized in and all, so that they know how to sell you. Okay, so we'll make Jermaine the most famous traditional Chinese medicine doctor in the whole of Africa. Okay.
Yes.
You all have to 加油, okay? Add oil, yeah.
Yeah. So you imagine next year when the border opens and when I fly in and I invite Jermaine in, if she comes, we will have a talk, a seminar in Children's Garden Home.
Yeah.
Okay, then there will be a long queue all the way along Naivasha Road.
Yeah.
Okay, a long queue all the way to Nikumat,
Nakumat Junction.
Nakumat, yeah, all the way to Nakumat. Okay, long queue, yeah. Yeah, everyone pay 10 Kenyan shilling to be donated to Children's Garden Home.
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
donate to, yeah.
Yeah, so 1,000 people, that will be 100,000 Kenyan shilling.
Yes. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. See, we must visualize like that. Then we get ourselves excited. Yeah. Then we'll be very positive. Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank
If
you.
there's nothing, then the next team.
Okay.
Hello, the two. I was going to say smelly girl, but no. Yeah, the compost lady. Yeah. Okay. I've been reading up and I've been watching a lot of YouTube video on composting also, to educate myself. Yeah. So how is your composting coming along?
It is good. We filled up the pit.
Okay.
Yeah, now we're just waiting for it to
To decay.
decay.
Yeah.
Helen was cleaning up the cuckoo farm.
Yeah.
So we took all the sawdust with the refuse from the chicken.
Okay.
And we used that to fill our pit.
Is chicken shit a good organic?
Yeah, it is.
It's good, is it?
Yeah, it
Good
was made
for-
with sawdust.
Oh, okay.
The
Right.
chicken is eating organic. You eat what you shit. So I say if the chicken is eating organic, then it should be good.
Okay, that's good to know. I was good. I was you remember Mom Ann Chu?
Yeah.
Remember Ann Chu?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ann Chu is a lady who sponsored you.
Yeah.
Beth, do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anne has contacted a lady called Debbie. I was talking to Anne about your project, and I was asking her because she has some knowledge about permaculture.
Mhm.
So I wanted to ask her about, I say that, hey, remember Beth? Beth and Diana is doing this composting thing, but I knew nothing about composting. And she met someone and she has contacted someone called Debbie, who is good with composting. So I'm discussing with Debbie and Anne. Hopefully this week I get a chance to have lunch with them and we'll talk about your project. Okay, let's see what happened. Okay, and see if we could bring Debbie in to be your mentor.
That's good.
Okay, do you have any mentor in Kenya now on permaculture or composting?
No, we don't have. We have been using the YouTube.
So your mentor is YouTube.
Yes, it is for now.
Yeah, my mentor is YouTube too, but it's different, right? If you have someone who is guiding you personally, someone can give you a lot of personal tips, like how Mook gives Snyder and Victor her personal tips. So I think having a mentor is very important. I will do my best, okay, to meet up with Debbie and see what we can do. In the meantime, what you can do is you could pen out, share with us your diary. What do you did? When you started? Remember, I told you to keep a diary, okay, and take some photo of how the compost look right now. Are you using wormy? No wormy, right?
No.
No worms, right? Are you using worms?
No.
So it is no worm. Yeah, but that because there is also worm composting, right?
Yeah.
On the YouTube I saw, so I get so scary, all the worms crawling around. Yeah.
We are not using those ones because sometimes when we are turning the waste, sometimes we have to use gloves. So we can be very scared if we are doing that with the worms.
Okay. Okay.
So we are not doing.
Okay. Okay. And do you need to toss it every now and then?
No, like after how long?
Once a week.
Once a week.
Okay.
Yeah, but now it has been raining.
Right.
So
Then
the rain has been helping us sprinkle the water.
okay. Okay. So it's
Yeah,
good.
supposed to do oftenly. Yeah. So
Okay.
all we do is turn and add a little soda on top.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And have you all done some research on how to make high quality compost?
Yes, we did.
Mm.
And we did some research and read some notes on the YouTube. And according to what we have, I think we have the best. Because we keep on checking the temperature, turning the manure, which you have to do every time.
Mm.
Yeah, remove like if you see any plastic paper, you remove them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, I'm not seeing any photograph diary. I hope you're keeping all the photograph diary, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it would be good to post some of the diary so that we are aware of it and I can share with Debbie.
Okay.
Okay. And then when she comes in, because I want to encourage her to come in first. So once she join you as a mentor, then you could share the detail a lot more.
Okay.
Roger, I have already sent out those photos that you sent me to Anne and Debbie already. But I think it would be good if you can provide some updates on that. Okay. Anything you want to update us? I know composting is take time. So I think you are probably, I don't know, end of the month.
Yeah, it has started decaying from not from the top, but from the other side. When we turn, we added some green. So after turning this week, we'll give the report how it looks like.
Okay. Okay. So at the end, it should be looking nice, blackish mesh, isn't it?
Almost like soil.
Yeah, it should look very delicious, very fragrant, very nice texture. Okay, agree?
Actually, have you all tried on growing something by using the soils?
Not yet lah. The compost not ready, ma.
Not ready yet.
Not yet.
Have to try on it, no?
Yeah, when
you
it's
know,
use it to plant some kale,
yeah,
spinach, and we'll see how it works.
something that you can eat, no?
Yeah.
So that you know that whether whatever fruits that come out, whether is it edible or sweet or no. Yeah. At least
Okay,
it's
so
right.
we need to advance because now you have is prototyping now. Okay, we are waiting for it to decay, decompose, and then eventually turn into the compost. But in the meantime, I think the two of you should bang your heads together and start thinking about the business. Yeah, just like how I discussed the business with the Meridian 101 team, and also with the Cake team. Yeah. So I think the two of you should bang your head together and think about the source of the compost. In other words, the organic waste.
Yes.
That itself can be your selling point. Now, let me elaborate a little bit more. Okay. Where are you going to help to reduce the organic waste that you will not go to the landfill, okay, and create more climate problem? So where are these source of so-called organic waste? All right, think about that. Okay, are you helping small restaurant owner to get rid of their organic waste? Are you helping household? That means all the houses that is along Naivasha Road, for example. You don't need to think too big, you know, not the whole Nairobi, not the whole Kenya, but will it be your immediate community? Okay, will it be the Kwarangware community or will it be whatever? Yeah, think about that. Are you supporting small business owner like restaurant and cafes to get rid of the organic waste? For example, if it's a cafe, can you just focus on collecting coffee waste? If it's a restaurant, will you just focus on collecting only green waste, vegetable scrap, you know, orange peel, vegetable whatever, yeah, all those waste, right? Or are you helping all the residents along Naivasha Road? Okay, the next question is, how do you collect? Okay, now if you can identify 2 or 3 or 10 sources of organic waste, focus on that. I hope you are taking note of this. If not, then later I will put the video up and you can review it. Yeah. Because if you can find a few sources, major sources, and every month or every week you are able to collect, say, a ton of it, then you know from 1 ton of organic waste, how much of fertilizer will you produce at the end? Right? It will not be 1 ton to 1 ton, right?
Yeah.
1 ton will be wet, right? So by the time you get to the organic waste, it could be, I don't know, 200 kg, for example, right? Maybe 20% of that amount, right? Then that will be the amount that you're going to work with. Okay, if it's a 1 ton, then you should start looking for a location where you can hold a 1 ton composting location. All right, or you want to scale it down a little. All right, in the first year, we do something that is more manageable. In the second year, we can expand. Okay, so we got to start thinking about the business aspect of this to make it viable. Roger? So this portion here, you gotta have some judgment call. Okay, well, are you looking at educating household residents about environmental, about converting organic waste into fertilizer? Okay, in other words, it's more eco-friendly living. Yeah. Are you looking at helping small business owner to get rid of their organic waste and turn it into fertilizer? Okay, now I would like the 2 of you to discuss about this. And Diana, you are taking business course now, so it's good for you to put whatever you learn into practice. Okay, and I would like to hear your analysis about that. Okay, write me when you're ready. Write about what would be your choice, what are your considerations. Okay, again, like what I taught Isaac and Esther, I want to train you to be an entrepreneur, to think like an entrepreneur, how to solve other people's problem. Okay, are you solving the business owner's problem, cafes owner's problem? Are you solving the restaurant owner's problem? Are you solving the residents' problem about waste management? Are you also educating them at the same time? Okay, now this will then overlay the beautiful story of why your business is useful in Nairobi market. Okay, which also will then attract who would like to come and support your business. Okay, always remember, a social business is a business that not only make money, but it makes money because it solves a problem. Okay, so what problem are you solving? Okay, and eventually when your waste come up, the fertilizer is produced, who are you selling it to? Are you selling it to Children's Garden Home so that they can bring it to Naivasha land, remember? Right, we are now raising funds to purchase another 4 acres of land over in Naivasha so that we provide more opportunity, employment opportunity to the people who wants, to the boys who eventually will move there to do farming, to do agriculture, entrepreneurship, to do animal husbandry, entrepreneurship. Yes? So if one of the idea could be you produce the fertilizer, it will be purchased by the Naivasha land. Okay? How they purchase it, that one you leave it. Okay?
Yeah.
Whether they purchase it using their own money or we raise fund to make that a purchase. Okay, so that one, so in other words, one social enterprise dealing with another social enterprise. Are you understanding me? I'm trying to draw a very interesting picture for you so that you can think very creatively and start to create dots. Yeah. Naivasha land is a dot. Residence another dot. Cafe owner another dot. Okay. Restaurant owner another dot. So how do all these dots come together? And how do you join them up? Okay, and what role are you going to play by joining all these dots together? That will determine the position of you, your business. Okay, what is the meaning and the significance and the purpose of your business, the business of Beth and Diana?
Okay.
Okay, why B and D come together will be something good for the world. If you cannot answer this question, then you have no reason to exist. Agree? So by answering this question is by joining all these dots and then determine what is the usefulness of B and D coming together for this social business. Okay?
Yes.
Happy? I look forward to your report.
Okay.
Okay, this is more meaningful than your exam, yeah? Okay?
Yes.
All right, yeah. So your business is now there's not much of every week go and turn a bit, go and spray water, take temperature, you know. That's but now is paperwork, your thinking work, your brain juice. Okay? If you need nourishment, you can ask Naida and Victor to feed you some cake. Okay, and then if you very headache, you know, then you can go and see Esther and Isaac to do some guasha. Okay, and if the cake needs some help and the guasha team need help, then you can feed them with your fertilizer. No, you grow some good vegetable and feed them. Okay. Okay, we see Daphne here. Hi, Daphne.
Hi, hello everyone.
Wow, we had a very interesting discussion just now with Mook.
Okay.
Yeah, later I'll put up this video on my website. Then you can review the video. It was a very good discussion with.
Just now, Rook is joining your.
Yeah, Mook came in at the beginning, so we talk about
that's good.
Yeah. Huh? Okay, any question from B and D? Do you need any more expense, any more money for your
Not now.
That's a good thing, yeah. Organic waste is free. Yeah, you can keep getting organic waste that no need to come out with money.
Yeah, not now.
Yeah, but if you can provide some fertilizer to the cake team, maybe y'all can put some compost into your cake and see if it tastes good. Okay, guys, very good. Any contribution from Daphne or Jermaine or anything on Snyder or Beth?
Hey, the thing is, can I suggest that did y'all actually can maybe y'all can do something like, you know, spread the news to the nearby neighborhood and tell them that y'all are doing collecting all these fruits or econs waste, so that they know where to, whenever they have all these waste, they know where to give to. At least, you know, at the moment you just Let them know, no, you are doing all this. Then later part, you might want to provide some container. They can just throw. They come to children's house and throw in the container that you put outside your home. Then they just at the same time they are helping you to collect all these things. You don't need to go around and look for it.
Okay, I have my warning here. That's why you see, however you design it, you're going to face the consequence of your design. Okay, remember the community cooker? Do you remember the community cooker days? When if you have an open door and welcome all rubbish to come in, it's very dangerous.
Yes. Yeah.
It's very dangerous. Then you become a rubbish chun. Then everybody will come and throw rubbish into you.
Yes, right.
I would rather not have that. That's why I say two of you must bang your head together and be a bit smart, be a bit intelligent, design your process so that you can control the process. It's just like the cake team, yeah, Snyder? We design our process. We say that we are not going to make 1,000 cake every month. Okay, we are going to make cake on orders. Okay, and it's expensive cake. It's a very meaningful cake. It's very nutritious cake. It's not going to be cheap. Right? And it's for special occasion only. Right? So you design that. So you do not want people who wants cheap cake, strawberry cake, coffee cake, tiramisu cake, fruit cake, whatever cake. No, I'm not interested in any of this. Don't come and ask me. I'm just selling gourmet cake, designer cake. Okay? So you choose, that's why I say the designer of a business and entrepreneur. Okay? How you design in such a way that you control the process. But if you're going to tell like what Jermaine give thanks Jermaine for stirring these discussions. Because if you're going to send a brochure and tell all your neighbor and say, I'm collecting rubbish, then very dangerous. Every other day, people come and give you one whole bag of rubbish, but you won't be able to compost it because your compost is only so small at the moment now. Okay, so you may not want that. That's why I say you got to think carefully now. I don't want to tell you my answer. I have my own thinking, but I want you to think about it yourself. So the two of you can debate about it, right? Because if you're going to work with, if let's say, I'm going to work with 5 cafe. Once a week, we collect the coffee, the coffee thing, yeah?
So for us.
Just once a week.
Yeah.
So during this 1 week, you give them a bag or bin or something. We can think about how to design this bin so that every time they finish their coffee, they can just throw inside this bin. But once a week, they come to you. Then it's something that you can manage. It's not like every other day somebody come and knock on the door of Children's Garden Home. Now I have one bag for you. So you can design your work process in such a way that once a week, all the coffee will come. Right? Maybe once a week, all the vegetables and whatever, the green waste will come. From how? From maybe 3 restaurants. Then it's manageable, you get what I mean? Right? But if you want to work with the resident, then you have to come up with another design, the process. Okay? So it's like the team that is the cake team is now working through the process to know how to beat the egg, how to do this, how to do that, document everything. Then later we will design the process. Because that is also quite challenging, yeah, when you're going to have an autistic, okay, the training process of this autistic person. It's going to be very enriching, yeah. So for your B&D team, your enrichment will be, what is it? What is it that you are trying to do, right? Are you just trying to sell fertilizer? No. Our work is much higher than that. We are creating an awareness program for the whole of Nairobi and Kenya. By doing something small, manageable. It's just like the cake, we are doing something manageable. If you're going to hire 2 autistic youth, plus you, plus Victor, maybe one more person, maybe one more from Children's Garden Home, one more youth. Okay, so if 5 of you, you're going to make only so much amount of cake. But because of your social enterprise that is running and profitable, we are going to beam it out to the whole of Kenya and say that, hey, look, autistic youth can do this. So now you're going to carry a very meaningful message to all the bakery in the whole of Kenya. Could you also help to employ one? If every bakery employ one autistic youth, can you imagine? We solve the problem of autistic unemployment. Now, we are not going to try, Snyder and Victor are not going to try to hire 1,000 autistic youth, you understand? But you want to hire 2 autistic youth, but bring across a message so that we multiply. And if every bakery in Kenya were to employ one, we solve the problem. That is the brilliance of what we are trying to do in this social enterprise. So in the same way for Beth and Diana, what you're doing is you're trying to use a smallish, single unit, profitable social enterprise, okay, that create high quality fertilizer. But by doing this, we are going to tell a story. Okay, we are going to encourage more composting thing. Maybe by then we will have the enough knowledge to design some composting bin that every household can buy from us, and they can compost their own fertilizer. Okay, so we are now doing something very meaningful, but managing something that is manageable. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay? Yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, we will see how it goes. Yeah? All right? Okay, is there any other thing? If not, I'll bring the meeting to a close. It's been 1 hour 45 minutes. It's a very gainful discussion today. Yeah? Yes? All right, guys. So 2 weeks time.
Yeah.
We'll meet again 2 weeks time. Please do not be silent during 2 weeks.
Okay.
Every week, update. Okay, we are all committed to you. You committed to us also. Then we continuously update each other. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank
too.
you. See you all. Take good care. Be safe.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Love you all.
Bye, Snyder. We miss you.
I miss you too.
Bye.
Bye.
You all. Bye-bye.